Tineco with the Happy Hootie. We have just gotten this Tineco Carpet One cleaner. I just did an unboxing, so you guys can go up and check out that video. Right now, I am ready to go actually try it out and clean some carpets. So to get started, I need to get some clean water in here so it can get to work. So to do that, this is your clean water tank. This is your dirty. To use the clean water, you can see the little arrow right there. You just push down on it. It releases your clean water. It's got a little handy holder that you can carry it if it does get too heavy. You just lift up on this handle. They give you the carpet cleaner. It says you need to shake it well every time. So make sure you get that shaken. It does have the protective thing on there that I've already removed. For this one, it says it calls for 2 cupfuls. So I'm gonna throw in my 2 cups. And then we're gonna add in the water. It does say do not use hot water because the machine heats it for you. It does not want extra hot water. We've got the max fill line over here. So I'm just going to fill that up. And as you can see, as we're sitting over here, we've got this nice little sink rinser from the Happy Hootie. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, go on out and check that out as well. So we've got our max fill line. I'm going to close that up. Come over here. And snapped it in place. I'm gonna peel off this little label here so we can see our LED screen, or LCD, I believe they did. And we will go back and get it started and get it plugged in. The Carpet One, we just got it filled up with the water. We're gonna come over here. We've got our power button, so let's click it on. Okay, apparently it doesn't want to talk to me today. The S5 Pro told us all sorts of different things. So I'm gonna hold on to my cord here so I don't trip on it. It says it won't actually engage until you push this lever back here and start it. My dog is a big fan. Let's push up here. It's max. And it says it takes about 5 sweeps to dry it.
Please clean the dirty water tank.
That is just barely damp. It does have, I mean, I wouldn't set anything on there that's gonna bleed off, but that's pretty dry as far as carpet cleaner. Okay, so with the sensors, as we're going, they have the blue ring. That tells you how clean it is. When you get to a real dirty spot, that will start turning red. This little sun, the wet sun and the dry sun, as you're drying it, it will slowly go to the dry mark over to the sun. So you'll see that indicator move when you're in dry mode. And this number up here will go up depending on how dirty it is. So if it'll start higher, that means it's using more water to get the area clean and the pressure that's being used. So as it goes down, that means it knows that it's now starting to get cleaner and you can move it into dry mode. So we're gonna finish up cleaning over here in the area on this part of the carpet. I know we've got a few stains. It's probably kind of hard to see, but we do have a couple of stains in here. Once we get done with that, we will clean out the dirty water tank and see how dirty it is. Our room, and now we are going to empty out the dirty water tank. So we push down on the button over here. That releases this dirty water. We are going to, it says pinch it. Or push down. Hold on. Oh, did it turn? Looks like it just pops off. Okay, we're gonna take it, and it actually did not seem to be that dirty in there. Okay, so always rinse it out. It does say don't put it back on wet. You're gonna get all sorts of bacteria and growth that's gonna go in there if you do put it on there wet. We always just let ours air dry as far as our other Tineco that we have. You can go through and get a dry cloth and clean it all up. We just don't. So I'm going to rinse out all the pieces here. Okay, it has a filter in here that they want you to clean out every time. not gonna clean it at the moment, but you just rinse it with water. On here. You push that, the lid comes up, pull this whole thing off. So that's all sorts of dirty. We're gonna rinse that out with water. And again, you dry it, or we just, like I said, we let ours air dry. So now we have our roller brush. We need to get that cleaned out. So to do that, we push the machine back. I find it a little bit easier because it's hard to pull out without that. But on here, let me show you here real quick. There's two little pieces right here. You've got to pinch together and pull up. And if you just try to do it with your hand, it hurts your fingers and it doesn't work. So if you lean it back and you pinch and you take your other hand and push up while you're doing it, it just snaps right out. And then you can get through and get any hairs that have been wrapped around there from your cleaning. And you can take your brush and get everything from back behind here as well. And then once that's all clean, you can get a dry cloth. Make sure you got it all cleaned out before you put the roller back on there. And we just slide it back into place. Put this side first. All right, I went through and I have cleaned 2 rugs that were on our hardwood floor. This room in here, and then I did my daughter's room. And overall, my impression is I don't think that it catches the smart part of it to tell me when it's dirty. Out of all of those rooms, which I know that they're dirty, I had one spot that it showed up as actual red and it seemed mad that I needed to go over it. Other than that, the temperature, the power amount was stayed at between 40 and 20, which means it really is not registering that dirty. I emptied the tank twice and the water steamed still, not that dirty, kind of clean. So overall, I'm not really that terribly impressed with it, especially for how much money it is. I think they were about $500. So don't really like that. The other part, as I was trying to reel this up on this cord, they've put this little handle right here. And when you attach it onto the cord, hold on, they put it out here, I'm just doing it real quick. And I was just sitting here, and if you wait for it, I don't have a way to do it. So the actual mechanism to tie it on, if you grasp it in here and you shimmy it in here, it might stay on there, but that's a really poor design as far as how to wrap up the cord. In the comment, it said they had a bag to hold this. There is no bag that's in the box. And even if there were, I wouldn't want to put a wet cord in a bag. So I don't know where to, as far as the storage, the other S5 Pro, I had really high hopes for this because I love the S5 Pro. It had a storage base and you put everything in one spot. Here I've got to find where to put all these things. But I'm going to keep running it around the house and seeing if I can pick up some of the other spots in there. But as it is right now, I am not super impressed. It is a lot lighter, like I said, than most of them, but I just don't think that it cleans it quite as well as some other ones.